morning, everybody. We are heading into some preservation projects today, or at least one. I don't know how many we're gonna get to today because I plan on pressure canning. I only have one pressure canner and those batches can take a little bit of time. So very early this morning, I woke up and got a whole bunch of bear meat in my 22-quart roaster pan. I pulled them out of the freezer last night, let them thaw overnight in my sink. And then this morning when I got up with my husband, I went ahead and got those in the roaster. I'm using bear meat today. I know that is not everybody's thing. You do not have to use bear meat. You don't have to use ground venison, anything like that. It can just be ground beef and you can do the exact same things I'm doing today, just switch out the bear meat for ground beef. Originally, I was going to do ground beef. We have probably about 30-ish pounds of ground beef left over from the last time we put in a bulk ground beef order, and our next round of beef is coming in the next handful of weeks. So I'm working on cleaning out the freezers. However, when I went to go pull that out, I kind of remembered that we had all this bear meat that we just haven't been going through, we haven't been reaching for, and I really want to get some things canned. We just went through a 4-day power outage. You guys have heard me talk about these a lot over the last year, so I'm gonna try to keep it brief. But in April of 2024, we also went through an 8-day power outage, both just like ice storm related damage to the power lines, and transformer boxes were like blowing up everywhere, and we were without power for a long time. As I'm filming this, there are still places in northern Wisconsin and like the UP of Michigan that still don't have power. That being said, it's just a reality check. We need to clean out the freezers. I also wanted to get some shelf-stable meat ready to go. That being said, sorry, we're also momming today. That being said, I had many times between that last power outage and the one we just went through where there were some things on my pantry shelf I really wish I would have had. Some of those being some shelf-stable meat and some of those being potatoes. We are out of potatoes. I only canned one batch of potatoes last year because it was my first year growing and canning potatoes. So I didn't know if we were going to like them. Well, we do like them. And there were many times over the last handful of days without power, I wished I would have had some more. So we're gonna get those canned up in the next couple days as well. I don't know if that's gonna be a today thing, but we are definitely getting the bear meat canned up today. I brought up a couple pint-sized jars. That's where we are going to be canning in today. So we're gonna get our jars washed up. I'm gonna get my pressure canner up and ready on the stove. Bear meat is almost done. I'm saying it's probably about 50% cooked right now in my roaster pot, which not that big of a deal. I'm probably gonna cook it to about 90%, season it, and I'm going to leave my seasonings pretty basic today, just like onion powder, pepper, a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. I wanna keep it really plain, that way it's just a really versatile meat. I can throw it in spaghetti, I can throw it into tacos, I can make it whatever I want for that specific meal I'm cooking. And it'll get the bear meat out of the freezer we're just not reaching for, and get me some shelf-stable things. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone. Very excited about that. Cleo's picking an apple down there. But that's what we're gonna do today. And that is kind of my hopes, dreams, and my aspirations for today. Hoping to get a full canner load of bear meat. I might have to do 2 loads of bear meat, just depending on what things are going. We're gonna be canning our bear meat at 11 pounds of pressure for 75 minutes for our pints, and 90 minutes if you're doing quart. My plan for today, it is just exactly 9 a.m. I'm hoping that I can get this going if I have enough time and enough energy, because third trimesters are kind of rough. I'm trying to pace myself. We'll see if we end up getting to potatoes today. I have some other things I also have to take care of today, just picking up, putting away all of our no power having equipment. I've got my camp stoves here, lots of little propane heaters. I also went once grocery shopping yesterday, so I still have a couple pantry things I need to get downstairs on the pantry shelf. So we'll see what ends up actually happening today, but with 100% without a doubt, we are definitely canning this ground beef today, ground bear meat, ground venison, whatever you are doing. So let's go ahead and knock out a handful of projects today and a handful of goals all with one project. So let's go. Okay, I've never canned just straight meat before, so this is gonna be a new one for us. I don't even really know how much meat I put in this roaster this morning. I just put all of the ground bear meat that we had into the roaster to kind of just get it out of the freezer. It's been in there for a while. So we're gonna see how this goes over. And I think I might save some of this bear meat and just put it in the fridge, and we'll use it for dinner tonight. That way I kind of already have dinner taken care of. I am thinking a good way to use this meat would be in like spaghetti or some sort of pasta, but we could also make sloppy joes out of this, or throw it in a soup or tacos or anything like that. We'll see how we end up liking this. I might run downstairs and grab some quart jars and maybe do some quarts as well. I'm kind of undecided, and I'm kind of making my mind up as I go. We will see how this goes, but I'm definitely gonna have to do a couple batches of these today. Can you see the dogs around me? They always herd to me when there's game meat involved. They love the smell of it. So we'll see how this goes. This is gonna be our first batch. I can never remember how many of these I can fit in a canner. I am thinking I'm gonna run downstairs and wash up some quarts, and maybe we'll get a couple quarts on the shelf as well today. It's always good to have variety, because sometimes you don't always know exactly what you want to use these for. We also really like bear meat in pot pies. That's really good. So this would be easy to throw into a pot pie too. Canner is loaded and stove is on, so we're gonna get that up to 10-11 pounds of pressure for 70-75 minutes. There we go. That is it. That's our first load. We were able to get 7 pints loaded in there. I do want to save some for dinner. I think what I'm going to do is some sloppy joe mix. That way, or some sloppy joes with it. That way we can try the ground beef, see if we like it in sloppy joe form. But also in 2023, we canned up together a bunch of sloppy joe mix, and in that recipe specifically was to be paired with like game meat, so like ground venison, ground bear, things that we eat a lot of. So I kind of wanted to give that a try. We'll see how that goes. And then dinner's kind of like already prepped and ready to go, and I don't have to worry about all of the things. And then that way I can get this load in. I'm gonna go get some, I think I'm gonna go get some quart jars maybe, and maybe we will load up like 2 quarts of bear meat, and then maybe I'll peel some potatoes and get some potatoes in. We're gonna see where the day takes us. I'm gonna take the time while that's processing to kind of think, come up with a game plan, figure out what I want to do. It might just be this. I might just save the rest of this, but we will kind of see where sitting down and thinking about it a little bit takes me. So we'll come back to that in a little bit. After pulling these ones out, I am seeing that some of them really compacted down, like almost halfway down the jar. I put them in pretty loose because this is my first time, and I'm just going off of what I've seen other people do. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I have these here that we put together, just waiting for the next round, I'm going to try to kind of compact these down a little bit. I think we're gonna try to see if we can fill maybe 3 jars, or I don't know. We're gonna see. We're just gonna push these around and see how things end up going, because I don't want to have to waste jars and have them half full of a product. So that's what we're going to do, but it's just kind of live and learn, especially when you're trying new things. So no harm, no foul. As long as all those seals seal, they should still be a-okay. But now I know that I can pack them in a little bit tighter than what I did with these ones. So I'm gonna fix these jars so I don't do the same thing again. And then we're gonna get the canner loaded in and headed in for round 2 of processing the spare meat. I was able to get them compacted into 3 separate quarts here. The reason I'm doing this after canning all those in pints is I only have largemouth lids right now. I just ordered more smallmouths. They're going to be here in the next handful of days, but I just really want to get this project done and get on it. Especially after the power outage, I wanted to get this project done, especially while I'm still feeling somewhat okay. I'm not super far into my 3rd trimester yet. It's not like my due date is like right around the corner or anything, but I also really want to get this done before it is. We all know how things can get away from us. You plan to do it, you think you have plenty of time, and then life decides that you don't. Things can come up all of the time. So I just wanted to get this taken care of. I want to get it done. So we are going to can 3 of these quarts, and plus I really like having variety, especially when I'm canning something new. To be able to have different size options for us will be really great, and we'll figure out what we like, what we don't like, hoping that compacting these a little bit tighter works better for us. We don't have as much siphoning coming down in the jar. I am going to double check my canner here, make sure that the water level is still good, add in a little bit more vinegar, and get these loaded in, get it going and heating up and things and whatnot. If I were totally on my game while I was doing this, because I don't like running half of a load, I would have peeled potatoes and got my boiling water and done potatoes at the same time of these, but I wasn't on my game. I took the time while this was coming down from pressure to take care of some other household tasks that I really needed to get done. Still trying to catch up after the power outage, laundry, and all of the things. So I opted to do those instead. So potatoes can be for another day. I'll just leave all of my equipment up here, and maybe I'll even peel potatoes tonight. Like after the kids go to bed, me and my husband can sit together and he'll help me peel like 10 pounds of potatoes or something. And I will soak them in cool water overnight. You can leave them, like I'll probably leave them out in my garage. It's supposed to be like 40s, low 40s tonight, so they'll be fine in there. Keep them covered, and then tomorrow morning I will just dump out the water. I'll be able to load them in jars, top them with boiling water, and it'll be like really quick and really easy. So that is honestly probably exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add in some cool water to that canner, because that canner is still somewhat warm and my jars are cold. So I want my water and things to be around the same temperature as these jars. So I'm going to cool that pot down a little bit with some cool water, and we'll get those loaded in. Same thing, 70 minutes, around 10 pounds of pressure, 10, 11 pounds of pressure. And these should be done in time and hopefully come down to pressure where I can get this off of my stove in time to cook dinner tonight, which is always a great thing. Thank you all for taking time to hang out with me today, hanging out in the kitchen and doing something new. I hope wherever you are safe, you're having a great day. And of course, I will catch you guys in another video. Bye.